Hi everybody, we're doing the black belt weapons drills for bow staff. There are 3 of them. The first one is a partner drill, the second one is a basics drill, and then the third one is just to work on variations on figure eights, wrist rolls, flowering, things that are a little bit more advanced. So for the first partner drill, Mr. Idrovo and I are both in the right hand up guard. The idea is that we're stepping, so if I step my right foot forward, he steps his right foot back, and since I'm stepping forward, I'm in charge. So I step forward with the right foot as he steps back. We're going to hit the weapons right high, left high. Now we're going to go low. Notice our grips do not change. I hit right low, left low. Since I stepped, I'm in charge. I hit downward, he does a high block. I come upward, he does a low block. Okay, so this way we're using both ends of the bow to block, and we're using to block and strike, and we're using the middle. Now as he steps forward, he's in charge. Right, left, right, left, he hits down, he hits up. Okay, and then obviously the drill can continue back and forth from there. Okay, that's the first combination. Second combination is just all about basics. You can start on either side, it does not matter. But we're going to start with doing a reinforced block. Okay, remember that when we call something a reinforced or even or later on the reinforced high strike, the idea is I could block like this, but a reinforce is when I actually tuck the weapon into my opposite side armpit. To go from side to side, this does require me to change grips as I move from side to side. So for in this case, my right hand's up, my left hand's down, I'm going to step my right foot forward, and there's my reinforced low block. I'm going to change my grips, do the other side, so it's a reverse reinforced low block. I'm going to strike straight up. Okay, now I believe, or I like to teach, that when we go for that upward strike, the opposite hand should come back all the way to your hip, not stop at your shoulder, okay? I want to make sure I got something real sturdy to lean against. I'm going to do a horizontal strike across. I'm going to do a reinforced high strike, reverse high strike. I'm going to do a reinforced changing grips, high strike. And now if you notice, if I was stepping forward or backwards, I can do the other side. So now I'm on left, right, up, across, right, left. Okay, one more time. Here's the grip change. Reinforce, grip change, reinforce, up, across, reinforce. Notice the grip hasn't changed until now. Changes, here we are. Okay, so that's the second drill. The third drill is all about figure eights, and we do have variations for students that pick it up very quickly. Okay, so depending on what the instructor tells you in class, you'll start right hand or left hand, the choice is yours. In this case, if I start right hand, I always recommend if I'm doing a figure eight with the right foot or right hand, make sure that right foot's in forward. I call there's got to be a leg in charge. If I stand neutral, there's much more chance I'm going to hit myself. So I make sure that I've got one side in charge to start my forward figure eight. It's going downward on each side. When I want to switch over to the left hand, when it comes toward the left side, my inside in this case, the left hand takes it on the way up. I make sure the other foot's in charge, and I'm back to my figure eight. Okay? Now when I could go back to the right hand on the way up, or I could go into two-handed. Now if you go into two-handed, some people, depending on whether you're left or right-handed, have a tendency to let that one hand be in charge. That's okay, it does not matter. But we're doing the figure eight. Now for the difficult move is what we call flowering. Okay, when I do a flower, as it comes forward, okay, on my reverse side, I'm going to step into it. I'm going to let it come to this secondary side. It comes up. As I swing it like a golf club, I'm going to step backwards and rotate right back into it. Okay, I'll turn sideways just for a moment. Okay, this is a more difficult move with a bow staff. So I'm here. I step as it's coming down. I let it continue its rotation. I swing it up like a golf club. It's now back over on my right side, and I step to go into it again. And if you look at just the footwork for a minute, the footwork alone, I'm just going here, back to here. Okay, so I'm stepping reverse through. When I put a little more speed into it, when I'm here and I'm spinning, I just step in one action, and I'm back to where I was. Okay, do it a little slower. Step, What I like to do, especially when I'm teaching this, is pick one end of the bow staff you're going to decide is in charge. If you can see it on the video, this is my black bow staff. It's got a red tip on the end in tape. So what I'll do is, as I'm doing the flower, as the red tip makes its way forward, I continue. That red tip goes down, it comes back toward my face, it goes up like a golf club, it comes down and back into the figure eight. Now, two things for fun, and this is a bit more advanced, so I'm going to go through it very quickly, because it's something you'll need to learn in class. But if you're doing your figure eights and you get pretty good at them, and you decide you want to put a wrist roll in there, you can put wrist rolls on the sides of the figure eight. Okay, this is often referred to as a butterfly figure eight. Just opening the hands and letting the weapon go across it like that. Another thing that you can do during your figure eights, or even the flower in that chance, is to take it, when it comes to this outside on my right side, pass it behind my back and bring it back to the forefront. Okay? For instance, and back. Okay, it also works really nicely with the flowers. But again, get a little fancy, get the basics first. So, those are the black belt bow staff combinations, 1, 2, and 3. Thank you.